Alright, what's up guys? Universal Mastery coming to you live, South Beach, Miami. Alright, what's up? Universal Mastery coming to you guys. Check it out. So coming to you today, Universal Mastery out. So I'm gonna talk about the dark aspect of yourself. Let me show you real quick. Look at that. Oh, I said wolf. That's a lion. Yep. So that thing's powerful. So yeah, so I'm sitting down, we're eating food, and then, you know, we're eating some ribs, we're eating some chicken, and then, you know, I get down to the bone, and then Gabriel reminds me, he's like, you can just eat the bone. Like this is the bone of the rib I was eating, and you can literally just like bite it off and eat it. Like, as you can see, I've been nibbling on it and eating it. And I also been eating with my hands, no fork or anything. So there's two keys in that I want to share. So there's the aspect of being primal, getting back to your full roots. Because when it comes to growth, when it comes to learning who you are, when it comes to all things in that nature, you've got to get to the roots of why you're doing things and the roots of who you are. Okay, and then when you can find the balance and bring those both into unison, then you really start to make progress on your growth on a level that you've never seen before, what I like to call piercing the veil. Okay, and what piercing the veil is raising your consciousness, raising your vibration, raising your clarity of mind, bridging the gap from the conscious to the subconscious to now see the world itself differently than most people see it, the most pure way, the way it should be seen. Okay, the veil wasn't there before, so we have to pierce it and get back to the real reality of it. So two topics. So that was the primal aspect. When you eat with your hands, you may not fully understand at first why you're doing it, but you subconsciously are paying an honor and a respect to your own higher self, your own being, and all of your ancestors by saying, you know what, I'm doing this. I'm making a choice to eat with my hands because that's going so primal. Like, for the motherfuckers that said you have to use this tool to disconnect from this food that you're eating rather than using your own hands, even when you touch it, you're putting your own energy into that food itself or liquid, whatever it is. Like,
this is why they don't want you to do that.
Exactly.
Use your hands.
They don't want you to. So you got to start taking what society's saying and almost reverse engineering it. Like, why are they saying don't do this? Most of the time, almost like 98% of the time, you should do that. Okay, so I'm a firm believer that you should you should attune yourself to the laws of the land that you're in. Like, you know, don't be going out breaking the law, doing dumb shit. But you've got to be aware, so aware that you know how to use these, you know, what they're preaching in society, and then see it from the other side. Because the other side is usually the side that it was supposed to be seen and that it was always seen as, but it's being conditioned differently in society. So, Gabriel, do you have any thoughts on that topic right there?
What up, everyone? Well, as you can tell, I'm wearing my native African attire because originally in this lifetime, I'm from Africa. Well, my boy is my soul brother. You know, we've known each other for centuries. So that's the same thing. Eating the bones is actually getting to the root of who you are. As you can tell, there's a broth, chicken broth, bone broth, bullshit going on right now. They're putting that in a powdered form. Why do you think that's a popular right now? Why do you think that's happening? Because there's a shift happening. People are trying to subconsciously trying to go back into roots of things. So the bone is getting to the nitty gritty of who you are, your identity of who you, knowing thyself. So yes, kudos to my boy for going back to his roots and doing what he do. Get back, use your hands, get back to the primal. Don't disconnect, reconnect. Infinite vibes.
Boom. So what I recommend for all you guys is that you start connecting to it. I mean, you can do it right now. So like, you know, obviously if you're going to eat cereal, you probably are going to need like a tool to eat the cereal, but
maybe you can fucking try it, who cares?
Maybe you could just have the cereal in the bowl and fucking sip it and drink it like that. Or maybe you shouldn't be eating cereal. Maybe you should be eating more primal kind of foods. Maybe you should be eating foods that you can literally pick up and just eat like that. Maybe you should be eating more vegetables, things in that nature. Just a food for thought right there. No pun intended. But wow, you know, so I encourage you to start doing that. It will make a shift. This is not watered down bullshit. This is real life stuff. It will train your subconscious mind. Intuitively, you'll feel it. You will feel it shift, okay? Like I have this wolf tattoo. Like it's primal. Okay, we all have this animal aspect to us in our core essence. So get in tune with it and learn how to direct those animal instincts. Okay, because we all have those instincts, but you got to learn how to direct them. Don't let other people put you in a box and say this is how they're supposed to be directed, like herded sheep. Okay, you got to step outside. So so the next aspect that I want to go into is death. Okay, so I'm eating a bone, so I'm thinking about like death. Okay, I'm wearing a fucking skull on my thing. I have right here is a skull too. What does death symbolize to me? What does death symbolize in general? Death is a complete symbol of growth. Okay, it means that you are now going to shed your skin like a snake. You shed your skin and become something different. The old skin dies and it gets left behind for the new skin to grow and come in. So when it comes to death, we all need to die. Like, we all die daily, and it's important to always know that when death is brought up in conversation, or if you see it around you, to not be afraid of death. Death should be looked at as a symbol to transcend, an opportunity to move into a direction that you may have never moved in before or experienced before, or maybe that's just to your knowing. Maybe you have moved in that direction before, but you've been distracted for so many years that you forgot that you've even moved in that direction before. So that's why getting to the roots is so powerful, because you start to realize, like, holy shit, if I'm a fucking king, then what the fuck have I done? Like, what have I done here? I've done some massive shifts. I've fucking directed shit, like, ran shit. But now I'm in society, I can't even ask for a fucking, like, you know, I can't ask someone to help me out with a project that I'm doing. Like, you gotta really, like, you gotta step into who you are, okay? And by doing that, you gotta, working on your ability to just have authority and just say things. Say things with the intention of, this is what I want, and I'm not gonna fall short of getting that. Like, it's that simple. Like, that's it. And that will work through itself. Like, know what you want, and then ask for it. And if it's not given to you, keep working towards it till it's demanded to you by your own demand. Like, work for it and get it. Okay, so death is important. So we're gonna go through situations. Once you get more in touch with who you are, once you start to grow and evolve, you're gonna be put in situations that cause you to, like, holy shit, like, I'm a little nervous to do this, or I'm a little afraid to do this. I'm afraid to move in this direction. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to, you know, drop this job that I'm making comfortable money in and start a business where I could fucking blow up and thrive. Like, I'm afraid to do that. But by doing that, you don't know what the benefits are till you fucking do it. So death, making that transition from going to a comfortable job to building your own business, is death itself. Because the second you make that choice and say, I'm not showing up to work tomorrow, I'm gonna do this, that's death. Like, you are putting everything on the line. You're basically saying, like, to a society standpoint, like, how am I gonna survive? Now you're relying on your own ancestors and your higher self to provide for you. And that's death. That's saying, I don't need the physical, you know, oh, you need to have this to be comfortable. I need to have this money to be able to do this. I need to do this. You just got to do it, because your energy is money. Your energy is everything. And as soon as you direct that energy and put it in there and you're serious about it, you don't fucking quit your job if you're not serious about it. Quitting your job isn't going to do it for you. You're going to quit your job, and then you're going to work hard as shit to create what you want to. That's how it's really going to manifest. Okay? So that's the message that I want to leave you guys with. I don't know if you have any last words to say. We only got till 10 minutes, so.
Death. Every moment you take a deep breath, you are alive. When you exhale, you die. Every single moment. Don't forget that. Death is a circle of life. There's no life without death. So we always have to honor both. Acknowledge the dark and the light. So remember, be challenged to die so you can resurrect. We all can do that. Infinite vibes.
That's it. Infinite vibes. 8. It never ends. All right, so yeah, so make sure you tune in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. These videos are only getting more powerful, as you can tell if you've been watching. Other than that, I love you guys. Have a great rest of the night. You're going to see more of Gabriel. Peace.